Hey guys, this is Smithy. Welcome to my channel. Today's video, we are going to test out MBA Cosmetics new liquid multichrome shadows. I have actually 3 with me and I will do live swatches. I also have their 3 pressed shadows which are also multichromes. So let me just show you quickly. I have everything in my multichrome palette, but these top 3 are from MBA Cosmetics. So we are going to swatch all these babies and we're going to do an eye look together, because maybe we can do like 2 eye looks together. We'll see how it rolls. But let's begin swatching. Let's start off with the pressed shadows. So the first pressed shadow that I have with me is Rainbow Cupcake from MBA Cosmetics. Of course, this is all about MBA Cosmetics, but you can see how beautiful it is. Like a baby blue, like a sky blue shade, and it has like that fiery orangey pink shade and then shifts to a purple. It's a beautiful multichrome, and these are very smooth. I'll pop the price points on the screen for you guys, and I also have a code with MBA Cosmetics. It's Smithy Sony to save 10% off. But let me show you the shade. Look at that. How stunning that is. Like such a beautiful, like fairy-esque or like wintry shade. It's such a beautiful multichrome, and the best part is it's not textured at all. It's a very smooth multichrome, and it will not emphasize any texture. So again, that was the shade Rainbow Cupcake. Now next we have the shade Rainbow Streamers. Now these are the ones that I picked out from their website, and I'll see how these performs, and then I'll order a few more shades. And this is predominantly like a purple, pink, orangey shade. Very right up my alley. So let me wipe my fingers and then we'll dip into it. Again, very smooth, non-textured, very beautiful. And this would go so well with my top that I'm wearing today. Again, this is Rainbow Streamers. Extremely beautiful. I see a purple, like a pinky purple to a teal green shift, and you see that oranginess coming through, like a pink and an orange. Such a beautiful shade, and look at the shifts. So pretty, beautiful. Okay, the next shade that I have with them, it's not shifty as much as I can like see from my naked eye, but we'll swatch it. This is the shade Glowy But Surely. Looks like a very glowy shade. It's like a glow stick green shade. Let me show it to you. This is how it looks. Super outside my comfort zone. I generally wear these kind of shades only on my like inner corners, just for like an added pop. Ooh, I see a shift. I see a glow stick green to a pink shifting shade. Oh, you see a glow stick green so bad. Wow. Oh, you don't see the pink. Aww. Can you see that pink? I see such a strong pink. Ah, so pretty, you guys. Okay, so those were the pressed shadows that I have from MBA Cosmetics. Now let's swatch the liquid shadows, because the live swatches will definitely help to see how these shadows shift. So this one, the first one is in the shade Broken Spectre. It looks like a blue purple green in the tube itself, but let's see. That's how the doe foot applicator is. Ooh, very pretty. I definitely, at my end, I see more than a blue, I see green to a pink shifting shade with a lot of purple sparkles. So let me show it to you. Oh, you see purple. Oh, look at that, pink to purple. But I see that green to that pink shift. Oh, wow, so pretty. Wow, we definitely have to use this. Let's move on to the next shade. The next shade is called Starburst Holo. So it's definitely a holochrome shade. Let's see. Looks like a purple holochrome, or like a holochrome shade with a purple base, like a pinky purple base. This definitely can be more of a wearable shade according to me. At least to my naked eye, it definitely can be a more of a everyday neutral kind of a shade. Definitely has a purple base, purple to a green shift going on, but still very, very wearable, even though I can see a ton of holochrome specks. And last, certainly not the least, we have the shade Indigo Rose. And this does seem that it has like, in the tube, it has like a mauve base with blue sparkles. Let's see. So I definitely can see that orange to a pink to a blue purple. Oh, you see blue? Can you see that? So those are the shades from MBA Cosmetics. Oh, so pretty, you guys. Definitely my eyes are going through the first two shades and this shade. But let me brainstorm and see what we can do on the eyes. Okay, so for the mattes, we are going to use Bella Beauty Bar eyeshadow palettes because you know how much I love them. Okay, I'm going to take the Bella Beauty Bar Sun and the Sea palette. I use it so much, so much. So let's start off with this shade, which is Caribbean. Starting off with that sky blue shade. And I'm going to apply that right there in the inner part of the crease. Look how pigmented that is. And now I'm going to take this shade, Bikini, and I'm going to apply that towards the outer corners. And then just melt it with that blue to form a purple. Such a beautiful, vibrant shade. I'm not going to complicate any like eyeshadows. Just keeping it super simple because I want the multichromes to talk. But look at that, how bright that is. Okay. Now for the lower lash line, I'm going to take that same pink Bikini shade and put that over the lower lash line. Just right there, okay? Now, let's start off with our multichrome shades. Okay, let's start off with the pressed eyeshadows first. I'm going to take a flat brush. I'm going to take the shade Rainbow Streamers first. And that's that purple to a teal shifting shade. And I'm going to take that on the outer corners and melting it with that pink shade. It's so pretty. I'm going to take it in a diagonal way. Oh, that's so pretty. Love it. Okay. And then for the inner corners, I'm going to take that blue shade, pressed shadow, which is Rainbow Cupcake, which was that blue to a purple shifting shade. And I feel like that would go really well with this. So let's take that. And I'm going to take that right on top of that sky blue shade. And then finally, I'm going to take that small brush with that glow stick green shade. It's called Glowy but Surely, that glow stick green shade. And I'm going to take that in the inner corners, just like that. And all of these three go really well with each other. Obviously, you don't need to do all of it, but I just want to show all the shades to you. So that's all for this eye. Let me finish off this eye with some liner and mascara. And that's my first eye look. I love how beautiful and shifty it is. I definitely can see the shifts going on. I really, really, really love it. Obviously, if you apply like one multichrome shade all across the eyelid, it will shift much more prominently. But I wanted to show more of a colorful version and more of like our everyday version also. So let's move on to the second eye look. Okay, so for the everyday version, I'm going to take a few browns from this palette and then a deeper green from the other palette. So let's start off. I'm going to take this shade, which is Beach Babe, the second shade from this palette. And I'm going to take that all across the crease. And this is generally how I would rush out of the door, okay? Only the shimmer shade changes, but otherwise it's generally a pink, a salmony peach, or a brown in the crease. Deepen it out with the outer corners and then one shimmer shade and out of the door. I'm going to take that skin tone shade, Tan Lines, and just melt down the edges. And then again go with Beach Babe and the Tan Lines mixed together. And then just Just intensify the crease shade a little bit, just to be a little bit more softer. I'm gonna do the same thing on my lower lash line too. I'm gonna take that Beach Babe shade and just dust it down on the lower lash line. Nothing, I'm just taking that same Sunbathe shade. Just because this is a smaller brush, it's more defining in the outer corners before I go into that green shade. And I want like a deeper green, going over the edges with nothing on the brush. For the deeper green, I think recently the Influence has a green which is monetized. This one, I'll take that. Tapping off the excess, applying it in that outer corners. Right there. Just because it's paired with the brown, it'll be less intense as compared to if I pair it with like a blue. And just placing that on the outer corners of the lower lash line too. Time for the multichrome. For the liquid multichrome, let's use this shade, which is Broken Spectre. And I'm going to take that on the entire eyelid and just show you how it performs. Look how stunning that liquid shadow is. I'm going to take that until we meet with that green. And then where we meet with that green, I'm just going to feather it out. Look how stunning that is. Okay, just one layer should be good enough. I'm going to take that same brush with which we applied that green shadow with no additional product, with whatever is left. I'm just going to tap off the edges, just so that there is even blending and there's no like harsh lines that's happening. And then for the inner corners, let's take that Starburst Holo shade. You won't be able to see a lot, but let's just use it right there. Okay, and I'm just gonna take a smaller brush and just flick it into this shade, just so that it's all evenly distributed. Okay, let me finish off this eye with some liner and mascara. And that's my second eye look. I really love both the eye looks. Of course, this is definitely much more deeper. Didn't expect that it's going to be much deeper because of that neutral undertones, but this is more colorful, but I feel like it's more open and fairy like. Now it can be totally obviously what shades are we applying and how different it's looking. I love the formula. I really do love the formula. I fuss around with like liquid eyeshadows just because I feel like it can be heavy on the eyes. It can feel more tacky. Let me tell you that these liquid shadows are definitely not feeling tacky or sticky on my eyes. I can definitely move my eyes and it's mobile, and I do not feel like anything is like sitting on top of them. I definitely can see a lot of holochrome specks also running throughout my eyes. What I feel is that you need to work with these liquid shadows a lot faster as compared to the powder shadows, because powder shadows you can maneuver here and there and it blends with you. It just depends on how you're blending your eyeshadow. Here, this one, you cannot apply like several layers on top of each other. That can make your eyes look more crepey. So this is like one layer of an eyeshadow and it looks really good. I definitely have to see for the longevity that how beautifully it wears throughout the day, and I'll do a wear test and I'll let you know in the description box below how it wore throughout the day. But out of my first impression, I still like the lightness and like the easiness of applying a powdered eyeshadow as compared to a liquid eyeshadow. But also I have a lot of liquid eyeshadows in with me in my collection, but I feel like these liquid eyeshadows definitely don't feel heavy or tacky on the eyes. So that is definitely a plus point. I really like it. I actually wanted to just apply one more layer and see if it will crepe or not, just to give it a fair test. Also, it can be tricky towards the end how you're blending your eyeshadow, because you definitely have to blend quickly so that you don't miss that spot. Look at that. So it definitely can be brightened up. I'll definitely let you know in the description box below how it performs. I definitely, now I can feel a little bit more of a tackiness because it's 2 layers now. We'll test it out. But out of the first impression, I definitely feel I really like these formula. I definitely want to see more like shades from them that are unique, because I feel like these shades I've definitely seen out of the bunch of the liquid shadows. I definitely feel the Starburst Holo shade and this one that I applied on my eyes right now, Broken Spectre, are definitely more impactful as compared to the Indigo Rose shade. And out of the powdered eyeshadow, I definitely would prefer the Rainbow Cupcake and the Rainbow Streamers one much more. I really like the effect of those. I am more of a purple person, so there's no doubt I would like those shades, but I really love the way how everything turned out. So I would definitely give it a thumbs up from my side, but I'll definitely give you a review, like a full-fledged review towards the end of the month, and tell you if this was a yay or a nay for me. But that's all for today, guys. If you did like this video, you know what to do. Do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post things. I generally upload 3 videos every single week, every Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays at 9 AM Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.